Well, hello everyone, I'm Dr. Stock and this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm coming to you this morning to talk just a little bit about the stock market and a little bit more about crypto. We have Evergrande. Holy cow, they keep rattling us all the way from over in China. We also have a little bit more China news coming out for crypto, and that's exactly why I want to focus on crypto this morning. The stock market, of course, is going to face some uncertainty as well. And, well, really the news is all interrelated. It's going to affect all financial markets. So it might be a little bit of each. Like I said, I'm mostly going to emphasize on crypto in this one. However, it's going to be tied to things that I also say about the stock market as well. So enough of the back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Let's just get ready to rock. Welcome back. To those of you who are interested, down in the description you'll find a link to my Patreon. If you go over there, you get access to my private Discord where you'll find my community of investors who are they are passionate, wonderful people who are all looking to support each other and also receive support on their way to financial freedom. You get access to my portfolios, my weekly newsletter, weekly watch list of stocks, my buy and sell alerts. All that stuff is over there. I'd absolutely love to see it over there. And so if that sounds interesting to you, come on over and join us. We'd love to have you. Moo and Weeble, you'll also find those referral links down in the description as well. You can sign up, deposit your money, or you'll get some free stocks. I get free stocks for the referral, so we both get support back thrown back to us either way. My goodness, these morning videos, I'll tell you what. Moving on from there, the like button. Cover up your eyes and circle around and let destiny guide you to that like button. Also, subscribe button and notification bell. There you go. Go ahead and ring that so you can see anytime that my videos come out. Some of them are time sensitive, and some others, well, you get a little bit longer to kind of sit back and do just more of your own research and your due diligence. So with that said, let's move right on to, well, cryptos, stocks, and just general news that we have before we go and we look at the crypto market. So the stuff that's bearing down on the market right now, we have Evergrande, who people are reporting that they missed their payment, which means that they could possibly default. And then, well, a lot of the commercial paper and stuff that's out there, we don't know what all it's tied to. One of the things is USDT, so Tether. In the crypto markets, how much of their cash equivalent position, how much of that is commercial paper, and how much of it does come from Evergrande. Those are things that we don't necessarily know because there's not full transparency there, so we need some verification, but that could be something that affects liquidity in the crypto markets. So that's also something that's going to rattle the crypto markets. Plus China comes out and saying that they're still pushing their ban for cryptocurrencies one way or another. So that's also another thing that's going to be a little bit of downward pressure. Not quite as impactful as it was back in May because we sort of already expect it by now, but it certainly doesn't help things. On top of that, with all the other risks that we have going on, we have the debt ceiling that we're waiting for. I mean, my goodness. Actually, let me share out my screen here so you guys can see some of the stuff that I'm looking at. All right, so here's the news from Evergrande, and I just loaded this a few minutes ago. So China Evergrande bond payment remains uncertain. Evergrande misses payment deadline, fueling default fears, and no sign of coupon payment. Shares drop 12%. Evergrande update. So absolutely nothing good for Evergrande. If they do default, that could destabilize a lot of things in China, plus people who might have their commercial paper traded sort of like a gold standard almost. Also over here, if we go to Reuters, and I just have the reader view one in Safari here, it says Republicans see opportunity U.S. debt ceiling standoff. And that opportunity, of course, is that it actually gives them leverage against the infrastructure package. So when we come down here to what Mitch McConnell says America must never default. We have never have and we never will. The debt ceiling will be raised. So sort of guaranteeing it. But honestly, is it guaranteeing it though? Saying it will be raised. In other words, hey, we don't necessarily have to do anything. If the Democrats don't do anything, if they don't push this thing through on their own accord, which gives the Republicans significant leverage with the infrastructure package deal. If the Democrats don't push this thing through, well, then the Democrats are the ones letting America default. So it's kind of an interesting thing, and I don't know that I really like games necessarily being played. I'd like to think that there's better solutions out there. However, regardless of what side you're on here, we are being told one way or another that debt ceiling will be raised, so that's a good thing. We don't know to what extent it's going to affect the infrastructure package, so that could be something that affects some of the growth that we have looking forward, but it could also help us out with a little bit of inflation if we temper back some of the money printing that's on there. So it is a tangled issue. It's a tangled debate, and we don't know how this is going to pan out or play out. We don't know how soon the Democrats are going to come up with a solution, and we don't know necessarily the nature of that solution. I do believe that Mitch McConnell is correct here when he says that the debt ceiling will be raised. I think it will. I think we're going to have to go through pain first. I think we're seeing it in the market as the futures are red right now, and also crypto, I think, is feeling it as well, that people are moving more to a safe position. And after we get past the debt ceiling, after that debt ceiling has been raised one way or another, we'll finally start to see some recovery after we digest the news, and then we'll also know more about what's going on with the infrastructure package. So back to the crypto markets then. So between what we have coming through with Evergrande and China, and what we have with debt ceiling United States, infrastructure package, all that uncertainty boils down to seeing these sort of prices here. Let me refresh the screen so that we can make sure that we're looking at more updated prices here. So we have Bitcoin that was recently up to 44,000 again, is now back down to close to 42,000. Ethereum is back up over 3,000, now it's back down under 3,000. However, both of them are holding their support pretty well. So even though we're going to a risk off scenario in the crypto space and possibly in the broader financial markets that we have, there's a little bit of a jump. Cardano was just up over 230 per ADA token. Now it's back down to 213, and this happens all throughout. So Solana was up in the 140s again. Now it's back down to the 130s. Polkadot still struggling under $30. Dogecoin back down to 20 cents. Chainlink was up to 25, almost $25 per link token. Now it's down to $22.50. That might be an opportunity for me. I do like Chainlink. Among these others, I think there's a lot of opportunity that's going on here, certainly with Ethereum being my number one. Polygon down to $1.11. Ooh, now $1.09. We're getting to prices now in the crypto markets where we're going to have a significant push back up when we actually do resume that bull run. Whether it happens in a few days or a few weeks, we are going to have that sort of pump. With that said, I made a video last night about Cardano Summit coming up, and we can certainly get mitigated results if we have enough FUD going on with the markets in general that we might not see that sort of rise out of Cardano that we might expect. We might get something that would take us, if it is going to rise at all based off the news that we get, it might take us, instead of like $3 or over $3, it might instead, if we still have sell-offs in the crypto market, it could not move at all. It could drop a little bit, or if it does move upward at all, it could be like, 235 or 250, where, there's still enough downward pressure and there's enough of a risk off that people aren't buying in the way that they would in moments of euphoria, for example, when people are feeling more confident about the markets. So that's definitely something to consider. These prices, though, like Ethereum, for me, under 3,000 at this point is a really nice opportunity to do more dollar cost averaging. I likely will do more of that soon. If we see it drop significantly below the 2,800 mark per Ether token, that becomes more of an opportunity for me to dollar cost average into Ethereum. If we see it go down close to 2,000, I'm going to have to pull into my reserves, because I think that I don't see it pulling back that far. That would be an incredible drop from where it's at right now. I'm just giving an example of a time when, for me, because I am so bullish on it, I think that it will spring back so strongly and pass its previous all-time highs that the further we get pushed down, the more ambitious I would like to invest, and the larger position that I would take for that dollar cost averaging. So let me summarize. The crypto markets are going to be probably selling off. It's probably going to be a bit of a messy day today between what's going on with Evergrande, what's going on in the United States with the debt ceiling, infrastructure package, all that sort of uncertainty going on there, regulations in China being reiterated. There's just so much mess, so much garbage going on that we're going to see a drop in the markets. Crypto market is certainly not immune to what's going on among all of this. And as that time passes, as we get back to more safety, I think that what we're going to find is that bull run that's been muted so many times by so much FUD, I think it's going to cause it to come back a little bit stronger, a little bit quicker than what we would see. Instead of that slow, steady climb, I think we're going to have more of a coiled spring effect, where some of that demand and some of that price action that we would see in the bullish direction right now is being suppressed. So when we actually do start to move upward, when Bitcoin retakes over 45,000 or even 48,000 in BTC, or when ETH goes up again over like $3,300 to $3,400 per Ether token, then I think we're really going to start to see a lot of excitement come back in, and that it's going to be game on. And when we see Bitcoin retake 50,000 and Ethereum retake 4,000, that we're just going to see an incredible boom from there in the bull run. Again, black swan events and overall market news aside, I think that we're primed, we're ready, we're just waiting for that opportunity in order to really jump in on this. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you liked my video, keep your eyes wide open, press that like button, and then subscribe button, and then notification bell to see anytime that my videos come out. If you guys want to check out my Patreon, that link is down in the description. I'd absolutely love to have you over there as part of the community. And, we talk, we support each other, and we're all working towards that financial freedom that we know that we're all capable of. Also down in the description, find those links for Moomoo and Webull by signing up to deposit your money. Remember, you get free stocks. I also get free stocks for the referral, so it's a win-win for both of us. And there was something else. Oh yeah, I'm Dr. Stock. Thanks for rocking with me. Now go get that money.